So first of all, you want to start by measuring your fabric to be 45 centimeters long by 13 centimeters wide at least. The reason I say at least is because the wider you make your fabric, the more material you're gonna have, so the bigger your scrunchie will be. So if you want your scrunchie to be thinner and smaller, you just reduce the width of the material that you're going to cut. I drew out the lines where I wanted to cut my material, but you don't have to do this. I just did it to make sure that I would be cutting at the right spot. So the next thing you're going to want to do, once you've measured out your amount of fabric, is just to either cut along the lines or to cut the designated area. Next, what you're going to want to do is grab your hair lacquer and feed the top corner over the hair lacquer and attach that to the bottom corner. Then just hot glue the two corners together, and this is going to give you the starting place to be able to create your scrunchie. I like to just put a little bit of extra glue along the edge where I've just connected the corners, just to give the scrunchie a little bit of extra security as I'm going to start feeding the material through. The next step is to feed the material through the middle of the hair lacquer. You'll want to be feeding a little bit of material through and then gluing it down to the bottom edge. It may sound a little bit confusing as I'm saying it, but you can see what I'm doing in the video. As you can see, I'm going to be feeding through some more material, just a little bit at a time, and again gluing that straight edge to the bottom straight edge.
Strikes by my window, hits my chest right in the morning, like a warning. Could have slept here for days. I felt your heartbeat, felt your mouth breathe.
You should be left with two open ends once you've stopped your pulling and gluing. So you'll have the first end where you fed it through and a bit of an open area at the other end of the material. These are going to be important because you're going to want to push the material from one end through to the other open end. Don't worry if you end up like you've got a bit of a nugget looking shape, this is okay. You'll be able to just feed it through so that it's basically inside out. So that's basically what you're going to want to do. You're going to just want to turn your material inside out by feeding it through itself. Once you've fed it inside out, just hot glue the open ends together. And as you can see here, I got hot glue all over my fingers, but that's okay. So I'm just hot gluing all of the open edges that I have left so that all of the edges along the scrunchie are nice and clean. If you want to, you can cut off the little bits of hot glue which may be sticking out of your scrunchie, but other than that, that is basically it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and want to try out these scrunchies for yourself.